looking at how to insert another cord inside our tubular wire mesh ribbon in order to create a more durable two-tone effect. For our first tutorial on how to work with Italian tubular wire mesh ribbon, we're going to do something very simple but also very useful. We're going to insert another cord into the 6mm tubular wire mesh ribbon. And the reason we do this is to add strength and durability to the ribbon, because the ribbon itself, especially if you're going to be doing any ruffling, isn't weight bearing. So if we add another cord inside of it, it will become weight bearing, and you can get all kinds of different effects by doing this. And you'll be able to also do the same technique with the 20mm mesh. Today we're just going to do it as a simple backdrop for hanging a pendant. And in future videos we'll also get into some ruffling techniques. So the first thing you need to do is figure out what kind of cord you would like to put inside your mesh. You can use leather, you can use satin, you can use a flat suede lace if you like. You can use any cord that you like. I tend to go with the hand-dyed silk cord because it's soft and durable, and I like the two-tone effect that it creates when it's inserted into the mesh in a contrasting color. So in order to do this right now, I have 6mm tubular wire mesh ribbon in pale pink and a dark purple silk cord that I'm going to put inside the mesh. Now if you've ever had sweatpants or something like that has a cord, a drawstring that comes out, and you have to get it back in, then you know exactly what we're going to be doing. Some people use a safety pin to do that. In this technique, we're going to be using a crochet hook, and I have a number 4 crochet hook that you can get at any craft store or knitting store, yarn shop, that kind of thing. This is a number 4 crochet hook. It's thin enough to get through the mesh, but not so thin that your cord is going to fall off the end of the hook. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to tie our cord to the hook by simply making a half hitch knot. And we're just going to do one tie. We're not going to make it into a full-fledged knot because we just want to be able to slip it off easily. And then we're going to take the back of our crochet hook and we're going to slip it into the tubular wire mesh ribbon. And as we're doing that, we're going to bunch up the mesh so the whole meter that we have fits onto our crochet hook like this. Don't have to worry about, it's not going to lose its shape or durability as long as you do it gently. The main thing is you want your fingernails to be smooth so you don't get any snags in the mesh. And the only time that you really have to be careful is when you're slipping it over the hook. So now gently sort of pull the mesh over that area of the crochet hook where your cord is knotted on, and just kind of do it slowly with a lot of control. If you go too fast, you'll end up pulling your cord all the way through, and it'll go right through the mesh, and you'll have to do it again. So just gently pull it through, and you can see that the mesh just sort of stretches as it goes. And if you hit any kind of areas where it's not moving, you can just kind of push it along like this, pulling it through, smoothing it out as you go, and there you have it. So now you just want to slip your knot off so your cord is free and you're ready to slip on a pendant or beads or whatever you're going to do with the piece. I wanted to show you what we'll be learning in some of the future videos. One of the things, of course, is going to be how do we end our mesh ribbon and attach a clasp. So on this piece here, we've got a pendant attached with a clasp, and what I've done is I've just because this is a 1 meter piece and it's pretty long, you can just fold it in half, and then you've got a shorter piece for a necklace, and it'll be doubled. So we'll go through how to do that in a future video. And I also wanted to show you the difference you get when you use a fatter cord inside instead of the 2mm cord that we used. So you can see that this is the 2mm cord that we just used inside the mesh, and you can hopefully the camera will show you the two-tone effect of the purple sort of peeking through that bright pink. With this one, I used a 4mm ribbon. A 4mm silk cord inside the wire mesh ribbon, still using the 6mm ribbon, and I've got a burgundy ribbon with a 4mm silk cord in sort of a navy blue. And that gives a nice two-tone effect as well. And you can see the difference in the thicker diameter. I like to use a thicker cord if I'm going to be just hanging a pendant and keeping it simple. It's more durable and it has a richer look. Or you can also use it to make bangles and to make, different bracelets. In future videos we'll be doing some macrame with this, and there's so many different ways that you can use the cord with the mesh. And when you've got that cord inside the mesh, as I said earlier, it really adds to the durability. It looks very nice, but it's much more functional. So in most of the projects that we're going to do in this video series, we're always going to have a cord inside our mesh. And that's it for today's tutorial, and we'll be back soon with some other projects. Until then, happy beading!